I ain't seen real. I ain't seen real problems since tripping off grades. I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. From my way I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight. Cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want? What you want? I got Jesus giving money, what you want? I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say yeah, I love you, but keep a look on my eye. Cause I can never really want you unless it's money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it. I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sequence. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, got a game a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Okay, now drop your bag, sass. I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. Took these Billy Strum cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Now I'm afraid of the dark. There ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got the stop on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I made it out of chump, at least I know I'm up, boy, thump. Like my neighbors jump, put up a pump, boy, I bump. In that Billy Strong, he ain't know he ain't thump. He just grabbed the pump and made it go dumb. Got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun.
Well, this is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and this is the scene at sold-out Everbank Stadium in downtown Jacksonville. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run now for the rookie out of Georgia. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. To the air goes Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, Jupiter.
They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say this.
He's got a man. Complete. Down to the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jerry Jeudy. 85 yards. And the Steelers are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Lawrence. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
11.
Lawrence will throw. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Gun. Go.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
11, Agate.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brian Thomas, 29 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now 2nd and 9. Play action, now it's Daniels. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They're going for it. This is Harris. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion.
A shotgun snap, and again the ETN. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Take right open.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
On red. Here we go.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Flush to his right. Able to shake him off. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Sink right.
In motion, the tight end.
Left. Go, let's go.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Lawrence to throw. That one complete to Ligon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. 2nd and a couple.
11. Hey, run. Hey, I'm gun. 13, loop. Red.
Lawrence. And he's got it. It's Thomas for Jacksonville touchdown. Brian Thomas. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. For a tight end, he's got good straight-line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's Daniels. Sliding out of the pocket. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
11.
They go play action now. Lawrence flushed out right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Go. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That one completes it again. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
30 left.
Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Hey.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Quick throw caught by Godwin. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, Lion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. A give, it's Etienne off the option. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Check smash.
Pitching it out to Etienne. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Here's third and a few inches.
Hey, run! Go, go, let's go! Silver!
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. This will be caught just inside the 10. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now Daniels. Here's one deep for Pickens.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A final shot before break. Daniels.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Hey, easy. Ralph, Ralph. Ralph, Ralph. Street, street. It's hot.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Off the option, here's Etienne. That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Hey, I'm gun. 13 loose.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And he's got it. It's Thomas for Jacksonville touchdown. Brian Thomas saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A short one there to Freiermuth. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Daniels looking to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now is Daniels. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Jaguars are going to take over here up near the 40. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
To throw is Daniels. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 2. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The end result, 21 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Harris will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. Go. Red.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. They'll drop this one off with Etienne.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A good pickup there on 1st as a screen pass gets a made.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Hey, run. Hurt.
One quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Easy. Read a 44.
Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And ETN going to have a Jags first down as he'll get this down inside the 35.
Hey, go.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
ETN once more. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
In motion right is Thomas.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. To the football, it's blocked.
Well, when we do games together, we don't see a ton of these, but always impressive when someone can get through that quickly, Charles, and get a hand on a field goal attempt.
And the key to success for them on that play, they get off on the snap. They timed it like they knew exactly when it was coming, and that set him up to deliver the block kick.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession, gigantic.
A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. To the air goes Daniels. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
All right, let's go. Luke.
Got a man. That's Ligon. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. ETN up the middle. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars! Brian Thomas, 55 yards. And the Jaguars are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Daniel's going to throw for it.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may put a period on this AFC Championship game. And all that hard work has